Good evening, everybody. All right, so here's today's recap. We had this value area mapped out in the pre-market. Price opened in this area, which is great. It's what we want. We had a breakout right here with a close outside of the zone. Then again, this next candle has to stay above that and close above there as well. It did. So this was my entry right here at 689.74. You can see that these candles already moved past my first and second targets. So my next target area was right here. So I got in right here, very little drawdown on the trade. Didn't hit this level, comes up, hits this take profit level. I move my stop up there, and that's it for that trade. And then it gave us a couple other trades too, or one other trade that worked out pretty well too. So right here, we get to close above the zone, get a hold above the zone on a doji candle on the next one. And then again, we almost, we come back in the zone, but we still stay above there, right? We don't close back into the zone. So that's fine. Hits take profit level 1. Move the stop up here, and that's where I get out. Now, if you're more risk averse than me, you could have let this ride and let it play out, and you would have been pretty happy with that, I imagine, because the trade never gets invalidated. You never get stopped out because it never closes back in the zone. Comes down here and tests it, right, but closes right above the zone, then opens right above the zone, and the rest is history. It ends up hitting every single profit level that I had set for the morning, and I think ends up going either at all-time highs or pretty close. Yeah, ends up setting a new all-time high. So pretty great day, 2 for 2 on the day. You also see here on futures, I also trade the MES. So same sort of setup, right? And this was actually more profitable just because that's how futures work. But very similar to SPY, very similar price action. But this one actually presented 3 trades today. So get in right here, move my stop up to here, right? And this one actually ends up working out well. I get to profit level 4 on this one. Comes down here, doesn't stop me out though because my stop's right there. It almost does, but doesn't. And then I move my stop up to here once it breaks this level, and then I get stopped out for a nice profit right before it tanks back down. And then it gives another setup right here, right? It gives another setup right here that entered the trade. Ends up being a losing trade because it closes back here in the value zone. And this was the nice trade of the day. Comes up here, closes above, holds. Then we get the continuation here. So move my stop up to right here, never gets touched. Move my stop up to here, never gets touched. Move my stop up to here, and it does get me stopped out right there before it keeps continuing on. But anyways, 2 for 3 on MES today, so not a bad day overall. 4 for 5. I will talk to everybody tomorrow morning for the pre-market levels. Thanks.